Hey everyone, we are going to do pages 136 and 137 of your thick workbook for math. So go ahead and flip to pages 136 and 137. So the first part, I'm just going to read the directions for you in case you need it. And then the second part, we'll go into a little more detail. So I am on page 136 right now. It's called addition practice. Number 1, solve the addition problems below using any strategy that works well for you. So you're going to add all of these numbers up any way that you want. If you need more room, go ahead and grab an extra scratch piece of paper from your notebook. Number 2, solve the addition problems below using the standard algorithm. So standard algorithm is when you just add it starting from the ones place and you go straight down. So 8 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you would write the 3 here and then carry the 1 up and then add 8 plus 1 plus 6, which is 9 plus 6, which is 15. Put a 5 and carry the 1. And then 1 plus 3 plus 1, which is 5. So that is a standard algorithm, which is kind of like the traditional way, I guess, probably what your parents or adults in your life have learned. Number 3, write this number in words. I'll read it to you, I guess. It is 627,391. So write that in words. Spelling is not as important as long as your teacher can understand it. 4, write 253,818 in numbers. So I'll read that one more time. Write 253,818 in numbers. And then number 5, write this number in expanded form. 56,789. So here's an example. Expanded means it's longer, so stretch that out according to place value. All right, that was page 136. We're moving on to page 137. Inventions. I want to make sure perfect. Number 1, show your thinking and the answer for problems A and B below. If the telephone was invented in 1876, when was it 98 years old? So when was the telephone 98 years old if it was invented in 1876? So think of it as like it was born in 1876. If the hot air balloon was invented in 1783, when was it 197 years old? So same thing, think of it as being born in this year, and then add that number to it. Fill in the blanks correctly. This is like the give and take. So I'm noticing that for 99, these are like my favorite problems, I don't know why. To get from 99 to 100, I added one more. So, that's my connection here for you. Same thing here. Oh, over here though, it was take away 1. And over here it was take away 1. I hope you were paying attention to class for this. And then number 3, solve each addition combination below using the standard algorithm. Then check to make sure your answer is reasonable by rounding each add-in to the nearest 100, finding the total and comparing it to the answer you got for the actual numbers. That seemed really wordy, but what it's doing is just asking you to solve it and then round it and then to double check your answers. So here they solved it normally and then they found the answer by rounding, and 817 is pretty close to 800. That's just a great way for mathematicians to double check to make sure that their work is done correctly. If it was like 817 and over here was 80,000, that's how you kind of know you did it wrong. All right, if you don't have any questions or concerns, go ahead and do pages 136 and 137. Submit both pages to your teacher. If you have questions, send them a message. I'm talking really fast. If you don't have anything, you can go. If you need a little more help and attention, stay on. Okie dokie, here we go. For this one, 254 plus 168, you can do it the traditional way, which is where you add the ones place first, which you always will start with the ones place. So 4 plus 8. I always start with a bigger number and I add 4 more. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. I would not write it like this because this 1 is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to go on top for me to carry. Okay, and then I add 1 plus 5, which is 6, plus 6 is another 12. So I'm going to throw another 1 up there. And then 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. So my answer is 422. I'm going to show you another way to do it. I'm going to draw a picture for you, or I guess build it. 254. Let's do it over here. So 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 254. And then I'm going to add 168 to it. So that's 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to change my pen color so you can see me here. And what you're going to do now is we're going to add it. So I'm going to do a plus sign so I know. I always start with the ones because it's easier to regroup and move around the ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But wait a minute. I think I can grab just 10 of these here. And 10 of these is the same thing as one of these. So I'm going to cross that off. And let's count over here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I got another 12. But I'm just going to grab 10 because you know what? 10 of these babies gives me 100. 100. So I'm going to cross that off. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I think I'm ready to solve this. I'm going to draw my line to tell me that I'm adding them up here. I've got 2 left over for ones. I've got 2 10s left over. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. Hey, that's the same answer as this. And each time that I drew a circle and drew another one over here, that represented these ones up here. So those are the 2 ways that you can solve that. This one here, you just do the standard algorithm. Number 3, write this number in words. 627, 391. I'm just going to write it down for you, okay? All right. It is 627,000 391. Bam. Done. Gonna make it smaller and drag it there. All right, that's how you write that. Let's check. 627,391. 391. Done. Bam. Boom. Moving on. Number 4, write 253,818 in words. 253,000. Oh, I heard the 1,000 words. I'm going to do a little comma. 818. 818. There you go. Expand this. I'm going to let you do that one on your own. I feel like you got that. Number 4, or sorry, I don't know why I said that. Page 137. A, if the telephone was invented in 1876, when was it 98 years old? So I know that it was born in 1876. And I'm trying to calculate when it would be 98 years old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 98 to it. Because 98 years later from 1876 would be the answer. And notice how I lined it up in the ones place and tens place. Okay, so that's for you to do. You're going to do the same thing for B. 2, fill in the blanks correctly. So for this one, again, I don't know why I like these prompts so much. I noticed that for 99 to get to 100, you added 1. So if you give, you have to take. Oh, word, what is going on? Okay, so if you give 1, you got to take away 1. So what is 1 less than 57? 56. If you double check, it's the same answer. Basically how this works is when someone tells you to add 57 plus 99, in my head, I'm thinking 99 is close to 100. So I'm just going to say it's 57 plus 100. But because I added one more to make it 100, I have to take it away in the end, which is why this is 56. So let's go to this one. This one was take away 1. So if you take away, you got to do the opposite, which is add. So now add 1 to 199 and write your answer there. Over here, you got 481 to 480. It took away 1. So now you got to add 1. And then for these, you're going to solve it any way you want and round it. I would recommend rounding to the nearest 100 because that's what it says. So if, for anything that you round to the nearest 100, you got to have 2 zeros behind it. So notice there's 2 zeros. And yeah, that's it. If you have questions, send your teacher a message on Schoology. I hope that was helpful. Bye.